Alright, hello friends, Mike here at the Professional Security Journal. It's the day after my executive protection course. One second. It's the day after my executive protection course. And I know I said my next video is gonna be about my ASP, my favorite credential. But I wanted to talk about this course because this was truthfully the first formal executive protection course that I've ever taken outside of the training that I received when I was on a federal security contract. So, what did we do yesterday? I'm running it through in my head. My goodness. So first of all, because this is going to go out of my LinkedIn, so I hope the people I'm going to shout out see this, because I'm putting this out on my LinkedIn. I want to shout out Aaron Meldon of Catalyst Training. Thank you for putting on the course. I got a lot out of it. Thanks to Gabe, big name in the local sphere here in Las Vegas. Thanks to Gabe for hosting Aaron. Gabe over at the Las Vegas Training Collective. Thanks to Frederick Hutchison, another heavy hitter here in Vegas, who was the one I was talking about in my prior video. As soon as I found out Hutch, as he's known locally, as soon as I found out Hutch was going to be at this course, I was like, because I want to work for him, actually. All right, so now that the shout-outs are out of the way, let's get into the nitty-gritty of this. Basically, this is a video review of my Advanced Executive Protection Tactics and Extraction course, because we did a little bit of eco work. So it started off with us holstering up. It started off with us receiving our blue guns. We went outside, went over the 4 fundamentals, standard in any course. Doesn't even have to be freaking security. Anytime you're around firearms, the 4 fundamentals must be covered. So we received our blue guns, went outside, got online, we got our 4 brief, as I normally refer to it as. We got our 4 brief, and then we went through some reps, just drawing, and then we went over moving, contact right, and whatnot. And then some guys were given reflective vests, and those were our principals. Those were our VIPs we had to protect. So after the reps were done, it got into, okay, now we're going to add a principal. Okay, now you're going to move the principal. Now you're going to shoot, move, communicate. Although obviously, leave off, communicate, shoot, and move. We will get into communicate, but I'm trying to go through the day in chronological order. We weren't there to communicate yet, so we were shooting and moving. We were a one-man detail, and you grab the principal's belt, you scoot him behind you, you're one-handed, and gotta extract, gotta get off the X, gotta get him out, Pop Smoke, Charlie Mike. I'm using all these military terms. Yeah, just gotta get out of there. And then my group, then we split up into 2 groups. Pardon me. And then we went inside the building into another wing of the Las Vegas Training Collective's facility, and we went into their shoot house. Now Gabe has a really cool, these really cool modular walls that you can actually shoot it. So it's an actual shoot house. So yeah, we went through his modular wall system. We went over some CQB. which was very, very eye-opening, very, very cool to me because I got to learn about bounding Overwatch. I got to learn, you know, I got to learn coming around corner, your fields of fire, and all that stuff. I got to learn stuff that I've always wanted to learn. I learned stuff that, like, I watch the fictional show SEAL Team, and I learned from SEAL Team because I sit here, I watch all this TV, and I'm sitting here googling terms because I'm like, what the fuck are they saying? So I'll be sitting here googling, and I'm like, oh, okay. So I kind of had the knowledge, but I've never had the opportunity to more or less practice the knowledge. Or there are certain things that I thought I knew when in reality it was, oh, it's this term instead. Like they're talking about corner fed and center fed rooms, and they're talking about the center step. Well, I knew a center step as a button hook. Not the case. So I was like, oh, I learned. Okay. A center step is basically, okay, the door is here, and I'm going to offset, and I'm going to pie into the room, and we're gonna work our fields of fire. We're gonna work our angles. Versus a button hook, which is literally just that. It is a button, and then you're hooking or snapping into the room. Because we were going in through the shoot house more or less on a whiteboard before we actually got in there, and I was like, I was looking at the whiteboard and I'm like, huh, is that a button? And then it was funny, as I said that to myself out loud, I'm sitting here on the front row and I'm like, is that a button? Then they get the button and I'm like, oh, okay, so there are actually two entirely different concepts. A center step is not a button hook. There are two okay. And then, of course, then we actually got into the shoot house and we're sitting here doing one man. Okay, we're sitting here doing two man. Okay, didn't have time before rotations, before group swap. Didn't have time to get into three and four man. Randy and Sean, if you ever watch this, shut up. I know you guys are gonna be like, you didn't go to our course. I know, guys, I know. Host it again, and I'll come out. But yeah, so we went over one man, two man, and then we threw in a principal. Now we got a VIP in the shoot house. Now we got a VIP that we got a clear structure with. And then pretty much after we had the principal, then my group came outside, and Aaron is such a good teacher. I got so much out of the vehicle portion that I was like, I want more. I still want more. It was such a good class. I'm like, I enjoyed the shit out of vehicle work, man. So yeah, what did we do? We learned about, AICs. More or less, the AIC is like the guy you're attached to the VIP. And Aaron showed us some really cool tricks about how to work a seatbelt in full kit. And a lot of the vehicle stuff was, I'm sorry, I'm brain blanking on film, which is another thing. Yeah, Ashley, there's something that they covered with us in the shoot house that I'm going to actually try and incorporate into my life full time. You guys may notice at times as I've been filming YouTube, I'll sit here and I'll be like, basically short circuit. My mind moves faster than my mouth sometimes. My mind is going a million miles an hour, which is why I sometimes say on film my head is just spinning. So there are times where I like overthink the shit out of some stuff, and then I just go in and I'm just like, oh God. And I literally saw myself and felt myself do that in the shoot house. There were a couple of times where I was sitting here trying to visualize, okay, my partner is here and I'm going to go around And as we're actually fluidly moving into the room, and I'm sitting here like totally not the X where I need to be. I'm like way off in the deep corner, and phrasing for the purposes of film, phrasing, but I over penetrated into the room, and I'm sitting here going, and then, you know, pause, and I'm sitting here going, oh fuck, what the fuck did I do? Because I'm sitting here going, okay, I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna go here, and I overthought the shit out of it, and I'm just like, oh, motherfucker. So where was I going with this? Oh yeah, so point of domination. So let's say we're in, I mean, this was literally basically their shoot house. Oh, by the way, I'm wearing a Catalyst hoodie. Thanks, Aaron. Yeah, it was this room, and then so that we had a center fed room, and then like over here, basically, kind of like in the back was a corner fed room. So you just go in. So like, okay, I'm out here in the hallway. All right, cool. Boom, and then I'm gonna hook into the dead space, and you know, okay, all right, now I'm in this corner. As my boss in my executive protection employer always says, stop, pause, fucking breathe. I add the F-bomb. Stop, pause, and fucking breathe. So that's something that I'm gonna try to incorporate now in private security, uniformed or not. And in my everyday life, I'm just, because my brain is just, I am literally a fucking computer. And at times the keyboard necessarily doesn't get to the CPU, and I'm sitting here. Yeah, so where was I? Yeah, so point of domination, you know, at your POD, take a sec if you need to, and go for it. So all right, back to vehicle work with Aaron. So yeah, we were shown some seatbelt tricks, and we weren't wearing kit, so we couldn't necessarily practice the seatbelt stuff. But Aaron just, you know, hey, knowledge for you guys. Here's some seatbelt tricks for you, and I was like, whoa, Aaron knows his shit. So yeah, we went over getting out of the vehicle, A pillar, B pillar, C pillar, and you know, we learned about soft skin vehicles versus soft or thin skin versus you know, up armored. Obviously, if I'm in a thin skin vehicle, I can just fucking Las Vegas Metro it and shoot through the windshield. Referring to a very famous incident that was like 4 or 5 years ago at this point, that was caught on body cam. Metro officer, I think it was during a pursuit, and the suspects were shooting back at him. This fucking Metro officer, straight up G, one hand on the wheel, fucking goes for his red dot, just pop, 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 through the windshield. That made the local news. It was all over the fucking place. But yeah, so obviously if you're in a thin skin vehicle, you know, you can just fuck it and do what you gotta do. But if you're in an up armored vehicle, you're gonna have to work the door. You're gonna have to, you know, on the A pillar, you're gonna have to go through the door if you need to. Say if you're riding shotgun, and you know, you got the principal in the back, you gotta bug out. You know, either leave the door open for extra protection, go A pillar if you need to, or if you have your principal, you know, work B to C pillars, get your principal out, that whole thing. So we did some vehicle work, and then we went to walking formations. It was okay, one man, or excuse me, it was like what was the term? Advance. I'm gonna call it point, just for the purpose of this video, but it's the advance guy. Not to be confused with executive protection advancist, where you know, you're pre-scouting a location ahead of time. Yeah, that's where I got confused. As soon as I heard the term, I mean, this is an EP course. As soon as I heard the advanced guy, I'm sitting here going, Why would the advanced guy be involved? Oh, okay, he means point man. I kind of had to change things in my own head. I'm like, why is the advanced guy as part of this? Oh no, okay, we've already got, okay, the advanced guy is the front guy, I know. In my brain, I'm like, fuck it, point man. Just make it easier on myself. So yeah, you had the point guy, you know, principal, AIC, and then slowly started to get more and more people. Okay, you know, you got your point man. Okay, you got your AIC on the principal. Okay, now you got your follow. Now you got your rear guard. Okay, and the furthest it got to was like, okay, now we got a box. Now we got a box formation, and we got 2 people on the sides, and then we got the rear, and it was like 8 people, an 8 people EP team, and you know we were sitting here. Aaron would make us walk, and then, you know, contact left, and then we'd have to backpedal through the vehicles. Okay, moving. Okay, I'm set, and you know you'd have to backpedal. I got a lot out of this course. I think Aaron is an amazing instructor. I think the other guys that I can't necessarily name on film, because let's just say they're contractors for certain 3 letters. We'll leave it at that. But those guys know their shit. Those guys are fucking amazing. One guy did the tourniquet portion of our you know, real quick, because we all had to keep a tourniquet on us. Beginning of class, he showed us how to, you know, pre-stage a TQ, and he goes, I went through the pararescue pipeline, and at that point I was like, because when I was in the Civil Air Patrol growing up in the Air Force Auxiliary, that was like my fucking dream job. I wanted nothing more than to be Spec Ops. I wanted to be PJ. I wanted to be that guy. I wanted to be the cool guy. Yeah. Going off track real fast, I swear to God, if I could have gone into the military, I feel like a lot of what I want to do, a lot of my goals would be much more easily obtainable. Like, it wouldn't have taken me 8 fucking years in private security wearing a uniform to get into EP. If I could have just gotten into service, you know, or if my knees didn't have issues sometimes as a result of Route 91, to where every time I try to go for the Las Vegas Metro PT test to actually become a police officer, and I give out before I can make the required number of push-ups. But yeah, so we did a lot of vehicle work. We did some walking formations, and then it ended with a FTX to where, you know, principals making a speech, and something happens. Okay, here are the vehicles. You're in this hallway. You're in this structure. Okay, get into the vehicles. Charlie, Mike, Pop Smoke, get out. So yeah, it was a really, really good course, filled with people that know their shit, which is one thing I really appreciate. And it's actually kind of funny that I bring up ASP, because these guys do something that the ASP master instructors give us ASP instructors, us AICs, ASP instructor certificate. So anybody, you know, the ASP master instructors from the manufacturer, what they give us instructors in the instructor course, what these guys, what Catalyst does so well, you know, all of our instructors from yesterday, what these guys do so well is, okay, we're going to whiteboard it. Okay, we're going to talk it. Okay, now we're going to do it. As a matter of fact, I've got the laptop in front of me, so pardon me, because I actually want to go over the terminology. Yeah, one thing these guys do so well is technique and demonstration. So technique, we're going to talk it. Okay, demonstration. Okay, I'm going to show you. Okay, now we're going to actually do. So I always shorten it to 3 words. It's brief, I show, execute. I'm gonna show you to do it. Okay, now practical portion. You execute. Now you do it, and I'm gonna, then we'll hash it out. I love that these guys just follow the ASP method of teaching. Even though I know they don't know it, it's just, I'm an ASP instructor, so it's like the method of teaching. I kind of picked up on that, and I'm like, I love this. 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 So yeah, all in all, it was one day, but I feel so much more prepared in my executive protection career as a result of taking this class. So again, thank you, Aaron, as Catalyst, as the entity putting on the class. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Gabe, at the Training Collective. Thank you for letting Aaron use your facility. And I feel much more prepared as an aspiring EP professional, since obviously I'm still in development, XYZ, I'm a new face to EP. I feel much more prepared going into EP in general. I feel much more prepared as a professional, having taken this course, knowing how to, work a vehicle. Okay, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing in formations. I have never done any of that type of thing before. Now I at least have a basic idea. I'm like, okay, I can be point. Okay, I can, if I need to, I can be AIC. Like, we went through every position, so I'm like, okay, I got this. I feel more prepared, more put together is what I was trying to say. I feel more put together. I feel more, okay, I got this. I feel more put together. I feel more competent, having taken the course, more competent and confident. I feel more at ease in executive protection, having taken one of Aaron's courses, and I look forward to many more. So yeah, that's more or less my video review of Aaron's one day EP course, his advanced God damn it, his advanced tactics and extraction course. I feel much, yeah, I got a lot out of this advanced formations and advanced vehicle course. So without further ado, this is Mike here, Professional Security Journal. You guys stay safe, take it easy out there, take pride in our profession and all that y'all do in your particular roles. Stay situationally aware, stay vigilant, heads on a swivel, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one. This is Mike here, TPSJ. I'm out of here.